Coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Vikings and the Cards, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good inning store here as we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Look at this Arizona defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
An easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, is about let's take that forward now.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Hey guys, swim.
Now Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now. Sheds off the tackle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball start.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Murray. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. From the gun, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. About 25 yards on 3rd down. They'll take it.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 14 carries, 68 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that will draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
What you got?
Murray now running left off the option. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And out now come the Vikings. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
competitive, entertaining postseason. That's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stuff to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
They go play action here on first down. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
offense in this game.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 more there and another first down. The Vikings at 9-6 now, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. Buying time is left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Dances by him, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. But he's got the hook up here to Caldwell. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Pascal. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the gun, Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Caldwell. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Caldwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Throwing now is Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, 26 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone, and ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, when I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chris Longman collapses the pocket and drops it for a loss of 3. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
That third down conversion good for 23. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And here's when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. They just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, here's the option. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he'll be taken down before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled?
Two yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Hold in here, Caldwell. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now an option play on second down. And this will be a Vikings first down as we'll get this up to about the 42. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He lets one go deep for Addison. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan of trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do something, send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 66 yards. And the Cards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. How do they come through on this ball and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get in the field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 23-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll start with a good one in Southern California. Green Bay in town to take on Los Angeles in the NFC. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Quentin Johnston, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. DJ Moore, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This take it in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. First and 10, it's Patterson. Pushes past him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Murray now. This is taken in by McBride. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll swing this out to Fournette. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schaefer. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not
That
mistaken,
does.
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Zaven Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just about on his own goal line. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player...
There he goes, left side! And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7, which brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Now Murray. That's out to his running back Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They seem blown.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football, and the front, terrific job on the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
This is the calm before the storm. We gotta be big time now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Able to get this one to McBride. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Murray now running right on the option. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running left, it's Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And some space here. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Murray now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Murray's throw taken in by Pascal. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and 3rd and 1 now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
First down, Vikings.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Cards, they get just their 3rd win of the season to up their mark to 3-13. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.